All right. Test. Works. Testing. Okay. We good. Here to be good. Looks good. Thank you. Just saw that. I didn't get the chats moved. Pop out Twitch for that side. Let's move YouTube on this side. All right. Got to get situated. Let's see here. Let's check the card side of the house. That looks fine. Down so they look better. Get out of the way. Not terrible. Be better. That's all right. Yeah, look familiar, Travis? Oh, where'd the chat? Hold on. I lost the chats. No. Go on. Okay, let's do something different. Let's go. It's not a new, well, maybe you haven't seen it, and maybe it's new to you. We got an actual camera set up on the desk to do cards. One that is much better with focusing. So they look much better when you're up close compared to the other crappy one that I had. So still a fairly cheap camera, but it does its job well. All right, I think that's fine. I may actually go. Try to set the computer up here to get things lined up. All right, I think that'll work. That will walk. All right, let's start with let's get this open. Did you open your journey packs, Travis? Or are you guys still holding on to those? Anything good? I'll move to Twitch. Okay. Either way, I got you. You're side by side. Still got them sealed. All right. Give me both. We'll get that out. We're gonna open at least three of the journey packs tonight. We have an absolute ton of them in this thing, though. What do we have here? We have 12 journey packs to open in the virtual game, plus a vault item. I don't know what that is. All kinds of promos to collect. So we will do that before the night's over for sure. But we got 12 packs there. We're going to open at least 3 of the real ones. Let's start with TCG Pocket, though. And go right into the Shining Revelry side. Wherever it stops. I'm going to open a lot of cards tonight. Between all the games. Well, 2 games. 2 games. The actual packs plus the virtual packs with the codes. This could be just non-stop cards. And the very first pack to start it out is a bust. Alright, we can do better. We're going to keep going until we get at least a holo. Nikki pulled the guillotine again, and I sent you watch with sound. She pulled 2 full arts. What do you call that card? Another bust. Alright, we're going. We're just gonna keep going until we get one. It's crazy. I can't even get a foil, let alone one of the full art. Alright, we're 0 for 3. That's about right. We stream, we get nothing in this game. Backwards pack. Let's shake it up. There we go. Takes the backwards pack. Been touched. Yeah, this game is rough. All right, here we go. What is it? Come on. That's like the 4th one of that thing I've got. I mean, I'm only semi-complaining. It's like the unknown situation. Well, at least we got a double. At least we got a double. All right, we'll take it. Only halfway complaining. All right. Go again. I have pulled 2 Beedrill EXs in the last day. 2 days. 1 each day. That's kind of cool, because there's a pretty neat Beedrill EX deck concept that is actually fairly effective. We got Machamp. I don't know that I call a foil a hit. It's better than nothing, but we'll take it. Wait, there's another backwards. Do the backwards. That worked really well last time. We didn't get the chime. Yeah, we got Wigglytuff. Take what we can get. The Drifloon. Lime. And Florigerato, whatever it is. That thing. I need to get the cards, Cam. Hold on. We're doing all cards tonight. Let me I'm gonna turn this on. There we go. That way people can see that we're doing real cards and fake cards. I gotta figure out a setup that's like really cool. I don't know, just like to showcase some of the best cards instead of just piles of cards. We get some graded for sure. I am tempted to do a 10 pull on this Shining Revelry set tonight to see if I get any better luck with that. Tempted. Doesn't mean I will. There's another EX. Card 2. What's it gonna be? What's the vote? I'm gonna say it's Giratina because I really do it. All right, here we go. Man. All right, well, we got like 3 of that. We're getting things. We're getting pulls. We're just not getting any pulls that I really want. The barrel for the win. Okay, let's do some real stuff. We got to get out of this game. This game is cheating me at the moment. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So I got like 3 of these things. I bought a bunch of these on eBay for $2 a 10. They contain not $2. Yeah, well, no, it was like $3 a 10. $4. So 2 packs each. We have opened one of these way back when I first got them. And then I stuck them in a box and forgot about them. So we're gonna start here with the Arboliva and Leafeon. Kind of cool. I can't open anything. Whatnot. Haven't seen them wrapped like that from the store. Vacuum sealed. You telling me I got cheated? I don't know. I've never bought these from the store, so it's highly likely. Except they look right. Like they actually have the stickers and everything. Little packs. So we got Obsidian and Paradox. Those are the we can open these 2, right? We're gonna do those. We'll do Shrouded. We're gonna get that Persian that you owe me, by the way, right here. That's my Persian. That's the fake Persian right now. That. Ooh, and we still got this stuff. We still got this stuff. We still have 2 Japanese Journey Togethers, as well as a couple shiny treasures. Still 1 more McDonald's pack. Missing the Pokemon that I continually forget his name. Holding on to our good ones. We still got a few good ones. We got good packs down there for a rainy day. I think when we hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, we're gonna open all these good ones. We're saving all of these for the 1,000 sub celebration. There you go. Brilliant stars too. All right, we're gonna do 3. Saving them for what? I just explained what I was saving them for. Need you to listen. Special thing. We're getting close. We're at 9:47 on YouTube. I think it's 9:47. I don't even remember what cards we bought, dude. Got your Blastoise. So yeah, the unknowns. Koraidon. I gotta find the other Koraidon to go with that. The Celebi to go with the Rayquaza. Some more shinies. Detective Pikachu, that's fun. Riolu's really nice. Another shiny. I don't know why this Sneasel is in a cave. Why they put it in a hard top. It was cheaper than most of the other cards we looked at. Can't get it out. I'm gonna break it. You couldn't hear me because my audio sounds terrible, or because something else. Do I need to turn this up? It's already peaking. Let's see here. So Charizard, Spiritomb, Urtinatus, Celesteela. We're gonna add these new ones. I need to switch the sleeves in the need to put them in regular sleeves. These will not fit in the binders. Well, that Ralts is like immaculate condition. One nice thing about buying them at card shops is they are, like, a lot of times it's basically just ripped right out of a pack and straight into the sleeve. Some of that one. I went straight from the pack to the sleeve. Like, perfect. Blemish on it. Ralts. Too bad I couldn't get the Earlia. Too expensive. Too much for me. Alright, we'll go Ralts in the Gardevoir once you give me a Gardevoir. Sneasel's basically perfect as well. Not even a fingerprint. Alright, is that all the shinies we got? I think so. Looks like it. We still have all of this from Washington that I got to organize. But enough of that. Let's open these packs. What else do we want to do? We'll double it up in obsidian. So 2 obsidians, all that. Is what it is. All right, let's start with we need to grade the Blastoise for sure. We can send them in. Definitely played. I would imagine. I mean, given how old it is, I mean, it's going to be what it is. Little notch there, little notch on that corner there, but other than that, I don't see too much through the case. Press my luck. We'll leave him right there. We'll leave him in there. Thinking an 8? Thinking an 8. It might be an 8. He might be an 8. Might be. Might be. Good day, we'll get a 9. Alrighty, first thing. Another teal mask ogre pawn. Still love the Halloween cards. Even though I've got like 5 or 6 of each of them now. They're just great looking cards. To the Obsidian. I'll throw that down there. Stash the code cards there. We're going to turn those in after. The way we do this is we're going to open the packs, and then we will do the actual code cards and see which one wins. Do we get better virtual cards or better real cards? Last live stream, the real cards pretty much won. Alrighty, so let's do it. Spoink. Dynamo. Urskit. Little Darumaka. Nice Umbreon. Too bad that's not like a hollow version. Poppy. Lunatone. Reverse Hollow Magneton. That's kind of cool. For Reverse Hollow, it does not shine. Palafin. Full art. There we go. That one's sweet. Because it's Palafin, it's probably worth 99 cents. But still really awesome. And then a full hollow Greta and a regular electric energy. So I honestly don't know if I have, keep these up here. I honestly don't know if I have all of the Halloween cards yet. We've opened a lot of them. Oh, we did pull a full art super rare first pack. So we got that. We have unopened packs from 2023. Yeah, these these two are 2023 or 2022. What are these? Are they dated? I want to say these are 23s. Yeah, these are 2023s. And these are 2024s. That out. That's pretty much all we got left. Considering we had an entire box of them. Alright, so Reverse Hollow Magneton. Full Art Palafin. That needs to go into a top loader because that's awesome. Here's that again. We'll see if we can beat that on the virtual pack. I'm guessing Palafin's going to win that one. The camera has a hard time focusing on that. That's a ton going on that card. And then the Grita. Search your deck for 2 basic energies, attach them to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. That's actually really good. How do I not have that card in virtual game? That's what we need to get. We need to get this card in the game. Really good card. All right, let's do Paradox. Let go of the cards. All right, let's see. Can we keep up with good polls? We need to move. All right, Bond Suite. Phoebus. Apom. That light on. First Duster. That dude. This Pokemon. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out from your opponent, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. That's kind of neat. But that was hollow for a second. Off. All right, reverse hollow Veluza. Nice. Followed by reverse hollow Apom. Then Azatu. All right, so Paradox Rift should be an easy win on the virtual side. Won't take much. All right, this is going to be the Persian right here. Routed Fable. Let's go. This one is going to be, I really want the Persian in the virtual game too, so hopefully that pans out. I'm going to stick my arm on these cards and bend them, you watch. So Furfuro, Baroom, little Absol, Fracture, Cassiopeia, Hypno, that's kind of neat. I don't know if I got that one. Academy at Night, Reverse Hollow Varoom. We have yet to pull a Master Ball variant and the real cards. Totally would love to get one of those. I don't know that we actually pulled a Pokeball variant either. Deidre, Reverse Hollow. And another Tapu. All right, so this should be easy for the virtual cards to win those two sets. Not be too hard. Do that. All right, last one, Obsidian. Last one for the moment. What do we got? Squolvit. Wiglet, Barboach, Lechonk, Winkleone. That's nice little stage. Basic and stage one back to back. That's kind of funny. Salazar, Lycanroc. Always an amazing pull. Vengeful Punch Reverse Hollow. That's kind of neat. Followed by the Reverse Hollow Volcarona. Also kind of neat. And then what do we got? Covalian. We went downhill fast after the first pack. All basic standard pulls. Need a place to stick these cards, like out of my way. Yet still somewhat relevant. The 10 goes bye-bye. As in terms of back there on the floor. Yes, I'm well aware of the Persian. But until he's in my hands, until I physically have ownership of said Persian, we got a whole bunch of these to try to make it happen. I have a whole ETB somewhere. There's a late trainer box right there for Shrouded Fable as well. All right, let's do these cards. Let's open these and see if we beat. We got 4 packs to open in the game. Switch over to that. Switch the game. See if we beat these. All right, so first one on the list is going to be Obsidian Flames. So Obsidian Flames was this set. So we have to beat the Vengeful Punch, the Volcarona, and the Scovalian. Wrong button. Stop. Redeem. And that. Here we go. Next one on the list. Shrouded Fable. And the Paradox. Followed by the Obsidian Flame. We got 2 Obsidians. And that. Here we go. Collect all. Is there any audio in this game? I don't even know. Is there audio in this game? Which one was this? This was Obsidian. All right, so we're working off of these. Working off of these 3. Let's see what we get. There's less cards in these. So you only have to go through a few to get to the... There it goes. Houndoom. Roll cap. Oinkalone reverse hollow. Yeah, I'm going to call that one a tie with Vengeful Punch. Followed by the Lechonk verse hollow. Well, we got that one basic. There you go. Now you know what the normal and the reverse hollow look like. All right, last card is Balafin. Okay. I think it's a flat tie. Flat tie for those 3 cards. Add those into the collection. Those are done. Move all of these up here. Tearing this up. SFA, those go there. Go there, and then these go with the Palafin. All right, what's next? Stratafable. So that is Tapu, Varoom, and Seadra. These 3 here. We got kind of a cool Malamar. What? It's almost the same. It's almost the same. This is a regular hollow. That's the regular. And then we just got the reverse hollow over in the game. We'll take it. Followed by the reverse hollow Academy at Night. We'll call that a tie with Varoom. Not much there. And all right, there we go. There's an EX. There's a good pull. That's a win. Shrouded Fable wins on the virtual side. Okie dokie. Assuming I'm pronouncing that right. Poisonous. Masculature? I don't even know how to pronounce that word. Search your deck for 2 basic dark energy cards and attach them to this Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. If you attach energy in this way, this Pokemon is now poisoned. If this Pokemon is poison, this attack does 260 instead of 130. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good attack. All right. Add that to the collection. That's brand new. And this was Paradox Rift, I think. PAR, yes. PAR. All right, so we're beating Veluza, Apom, and Zatu are the pulls for this pack. That is a very interesting Oricario in terms of artwork. Ferrothorn, Charcadet reverse hollow. All right, Charcadet is so much cooler. That wins. Volcarona reverse hollow. Absolutely, that beats both of those. That's a win. It's a really cool one. Followed by Chien Pao. Chien Pao is so much cooler than Zatu. So while they're all basic normal cards, they are cooler in my opinion. So that wins. Last pack. All right, this will be the tough one to beat because we got the full or the regular hollow Greta, reverse hollow Magneton, and then of course the full art Palafin. This one will be a tough one to beat. First card is Beartrick. Bearctic. I think Bearctic wins. I like it better. Arvana, nope, you lose. Followed by Thunderous. So yes, Palafin takes the cake as the best card of the pull, the best pull. That was pretty much a given. That was going to happen, I think. There we go. New stuff added to the collection. Best pull of the night so far, Palafin. All right, let's go. I am curious on what Mr. Palafin is. He is a full $5. You know what? That's worth more than the pack cost. It's a win. It's a win. That's still cool. Will never complain about a full art pull. All right. Let's go around the world. Back to TCG Pocket. Did we not buy? I thought we bought. Wait, where's my other Koraidon? I know we bought. Celebi needs to go next to the. Celebi actually needs to go into a top loader. One, because it's awesome. It needs to go next to wherever our Rayquaza is. Not that pack, not that stack. There it is. This should go very well together. Yeah, I thought about two versions of him as well. Two versions of him as well. Pretty sure I did. Just don't know where the other version is at. We'll check the bag. When we get back to opening some real cards, we'll open the bag down there and see what's see what is there. All right, let's do it. That pack. We're opening. It's a whole lot of nothing. Do. Riolu. We got here. And our last opportunity is yet another Wigglytuff. All right, let's check. Level up. Nice. Take that. In the Wonder Picks. What is in the Wonder Picks? We've got nothing. Nothing. Got a full art Buizel. Anything new? It's a sheer amount of like 0 foil cards. I know I'm not the only one getting nothing. We had a shot at the the 2-star Celebi last night in the Wonder Pick and missed it. That was kind of sad. Open a couple of these. It's another Machamp. That's actually the least one I've gotten, so that's cool. Got 5 million Badoofs. All right, we'll take Floatzel. We don't have too many of those. It's actually a fairly good card. I'm interested in trying to use it. Atkins, of all the things. Bidoof. We have actually got like I think 3 or 4 of the Palmont, so I can't be too sad. Where am I at here? Let's take a look. Let's see how we're doing compared to the other events. Promos. Give me rarity. All right, so we had 5 Lapras EXs. Only 2 of the Venusaur. There's Blastoise. Blastoise we had 4. Cresselia was another one. Got 4 of that one. Nose Pass with 10. I believe is our #1 drawn promo card. Only 2 of the full art Gibble. We got really... That one really hurt. And we're up to 4 on the Palmont. Not terrible. Not terrible. Anthony... Yeah, Anthony. Anthony plays. Hello. Sorry. Misread that. Did not misread it. Thought I misread it. And then about to apologize for nothing. Alright, we're going to do this. I'm going to go... We're going to do this thing. We're going to do this battle. But we're not actually going to do this battle. I'm going to work on organizing cards while the computer does this battle. We're going to hit the auto button. And we're going to let the computer win. With the Garchomp EX deck. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you? Yeah. Opening a whole bunch of cards tonight. That's the plan anyway. Alright, so while that's doing that, we're going to go through the bag of stuff from our trip. So the 2 binders... that have Astral Radiance and Brilliant in them. This is the good stuff. Oh yeah, there are more cards here. Yep, got more cards there. And these guys. Journey together. It's kind of lame they put the price tag on the top because I can't set the packs here and they don't look cool with this weird low yellow sticker on top. And that guy. Added a nice Elite Trainer box for the base Scarlet and Violet. Cool. Everything's got price tags on it. I don't know if we'll open this box tonight. I don't know. I kind of want to save that one for a little bit. We'll think. We're gonna open one of these 10s next, though. We're gonna open that Slacking 10. That's got 3 packs in it, so there's 3 packs there. And we'll open one of these two. We'll open the Astral Radiance or the Brilliant Stars. How is the new set? I don't know how the new set... Well, I do know. That's a lie. It's good. It's okay. I mean, it's very much geared towards using cards that are all meant to go together. I played quite a bit with it in the TCG Live game. With the Hops deck. The Bellabolt, Ion's Bellabolt deck is kind of broken. Bellabolt's broken by him on his own. What are we doing over here? Am I losing? I'm losing. What is this game doing? You have one job, computer, to win with an amazing deck, and it's not. He's not winning. All right, Marshadow's gonna clutch it up for us here. That Pachirisu is a broken card. Because now that timeout, stop moving. Cannot allow the bad decisions to happen any further. That's going. We're doing this. Not to say the computer wasn't going to do that, but we're gonna make sure. Taking that Pikachu out. Alright, now we will resume the auto battle. I've got confidence it's gonna get the job done. There's the other Koraidon. I'm sitting here peeling off the price tag for no good reason. So we'll get that set. Pikachu, Neuralizer Zone. Got this really cool Pokeball version of the new Pikachu. Oh, and I forgot all of these. I'm gonna pull these out too. Hammer's like all kinds of not. There you go. Not focus. Oh, I totally forgot about the code card. I don't even remember that this one. Hopefully this works. This is for the 151 Ultra Premium collection. That'll give me the promo and stuff. That's really cool. $120 box. That's the code card for it. I'm guessing it's probably been used, but we'll see. That is a beautiful Eevee. I really like that. That needs to go in a sleeve that doesn't have a price. Hey, we won. Look at that. Computer actually clutched it up. Oh. Well, it was a cool Eevee until we dropped it on the floor and damaged it. That's going to go in a top loader to go next to its counterpart. So these are basically these are the same card. That's the full art and then a Pokeball variant of it, or Prismatic Evolution. Very cool. One more. All right, let's switch. Let's finish organizing these in a bit. Open some cards, and I'm really interested to see if the if this code card is any good, because that's interesting. Hidden behind the Eevee. Be a huge, pretty cool win if it is. All right, what are we doing? Let's do card cam. Full cards. All right, let's do the let's do that one. Save the Astral Radiance, but I will take it out. Throw that away. Save that pack. What is this? A little flyer on the set. Darkrai V-Star would be awesome to pull. Oh, and a full checklist of all the cards. Cool too. This is what you buy when you can't buy the ETB. So you can get the checklist. I'll actually save that. We'll set that over there. But we get another little miniature folio to fill up along with these guys here. With assorted random cool hollows. Put that there. Let's open this one. Maybe. Trash, Brilliant Stars. We'll save that. Okay, so we are going to open this Brilliant Stars pack. That's going to happen. Another very cool folio. Love Arceus. Love Arceus. That there. This cried on. Where was the other? Up here. Here's the other cried on. I knew I bought both. So we added both of these to our collection. Now we've finished the Koraidon as well as the Miraidon, gold and then normal EX variants. The Miraidons are somewhere. Holy sure. Where are they? There they are. There we go. Very cool. Completed. Now I need to get the... So I've already got the Miraidon, the gold Miraidon from Paldean Fates. I've got to get the Koraidon now. And that would complete kind of the final set on these. But Mr. Koraidon needs to go into a top loader with the others. Make sure he doesn't get damaged until I can find a home for him. Very cool. All right, we're going to open that. We're going to open a Journey Together pack. One of 3. We have got 5 of these. We're going to open 3 tonight for sure. So 4 more. Won't do those. Let's go ahead and open this 10 here. Black King. See what we got. We know for sure we got a Slacking. More important than that, what packs does it have in it? Oh, it's got a code card. It's got a code. Probably the only person in the world excited about the codes. Oh, wow. We got a bunch of promos. Okay. We got Slacking. And then 2 Vigoroth hollows. I wonder if that was by design or if they accidentally slipped in one of those. And then the Black Oth hollow. Ended up with 2 of that one. 1 Slacking. Again, curious if that is by design. Take all of these and slide them in a sleeve for the moment. And see what we get. We've got Obsidian, base Scarlet and Violet, as well as Paradox Rift. Cool. All right, so we'll add those to those. Those to those. Throw that away. Don't mess up. And this says 3 foil cards. Yeah, so we totally got a bonus. We got an extra Vigoroth thrown into that tin. Hoorah! Win. Like winning the lottery, right? It was kind of random to get an extra Vigoroth in there. All right, let's go. 5 packs, including Brilliant Stars, Journey Together. We'll do this Astral Radiance tonight as well. We'll do this next. We'll do this one on the next set. So that'll happen in the next set. Let's also add in one of these. Shiny Treasures. And why not? Why not? Let's do it. Japanese Journey Together. Let's do it. Quite a few packs right there. Let's go. Let's stop there. We'll just keep piling them on. Let's go. All right. Move this Riolu. It's torn up too. Let's start with Japanese. Let's start with the Japanese Journey Together, and then we'll work our way through the rest of those. That up there. Throw that away. All right. How we looking? Everything look good? Everything look good? Everything's still online? That's online. That's online. Yeah. Let's go. Big cards. Big cards only. Great cards. That's the way it works. That is... Got a holo. Can see that. That's a good sign. Ooh, that is very cool. Volcanion EX. In the Japanese pull. Very... Oh, come on. Focus on Volcanion. Camera was a good upgrade, but it has a hard time focusing on some of these cards that have like a crazy amount of just all color, one color. Either way. All right, Volcanion gets a sleeve. Absolutely gets a sleeve. Very nice pull. All right. We'll not be putting Volcanion up against any other cards because we don't have a digital card with that one. All right, let's do the base. All the way to the bottom, all the way back to the beginning. The original Scarlet and Violet. Yo, what do we got? Tuttle, Varoom, Magikarp. I like the art on that Magikarp. Kind of neat. Tarantula, another Penny. Hitmonchan, Metachan. Quaxwell. Little reverse hollow Vitality Band. It's kind of neat. Take that. Followed by reverse hollow Bombardier. Also neat. And here we go. It is Armarouge. Not bad. It's a pretty good looking card. All in all. And a normal dark energy. We'll see if we get any hollow energies. Last stream we had several hollow energies, which is actually pretty good. All in all, hollow energies are fairly rare. Okay, to the Obsidian. We're working our way up. We're gonna work our way from the bottom up to the good stuff. Except we're gonna move Journey Together to the top. Although Brilliant Stars is probably actually what deserves to be on the top, so we'll go that route. Go Paradox, Shiny, Journey, then Brilliant Stars. You have the alternate art Machamp card. Was wondering how much it costs. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. We can check that after we check here. We can check the set and see what he's worth. I don't know offhand. But let's see what we got here. Combi, Varoom, Larvitar, Fluffa, little Toadscrew, Ninetales. I like the art on the Ninetales. A trio. Reverse Hollow Pokemon League headquarters. That's kind of neat. Reverse Hollow Audino. It's cute. Togekiss. All right, there you go. Oh, almost showed the code. Not that it would have mattered. Not that it would matter because we're gonna redeem it anyway. All right. That's 2 normal pulls. Nothing crazy. We do have the Palafin so far tonight. That's our best pull of the night so far, except for maybe Volcanion. The Volcanion EX is pretty fire. No pun intended. Pretty fire. Moving our way up. Paradox Rift. Let's go. Just about dropped them all. Alrighty, what we got? We got Onyx, followed by Tink Tink, Targetet, Little, Masquerain, Booster, Earthworm, and Reverse Hollow Honedge. All right. Followed by Reverse Hollow Porygon. We really need to get like, you know, Pokeball variant or Master Ball variant or something. Work with me. That one actually has got a really neat like rainbow color along the bottom. That kind of different. Guessing it's because it's Porygon. That one doesn't have it. And it goes around the outer edge too. Followed by another Chi and Poo. We're gonna have to check that Porygon because I'm thoroughly curious if the coloring shading is intentional. Because of that, he's gonna get a sleeve just in case. Just in case. It happens to be a misprint. I doubt it. It's probably intentional, but you never know. Never know. It's weird enough that we're gonna check it. All right, let's go to the shiny treasures. I believe the big card here is the Mew. The Bubble Mew. All right, let's see what we get. Going to be anything good. Fuecoco. Well, there you go. Nice hollow Ondozo. Fun. And a hollow Clink. Yeah, I don't remember what this one's called. Bunch of keys. Makes me think Clink. It's something like that. And a very interesting. I do love the Japanese different sparkle. Look at that. That is a really cool foil. There you go. It's the goldfish. And I, for the life of me, cannot remember its name at this exact moment because I looked at the card and was like, yes, I know this one. And it's gone. It's gone. What's that called? What is that called? That is gonna bug me. We're gonna have to turn the switch on and go find out what the goldfish is called. But that's very cool. And then, yeah, normals on those 3. All right, very cool. Let's leave that. Two good Japanese EXs, the Volcanion and the Goldfish. Let's see. Nothing. I don't think I need to sleeve these. It's gonna be regular. So over there. Doing it. We're turning the switch on. Nobody's gonna give me the answer. The boxes. Chian something, right? Goldfish is called Chiyu. Completely wrong. That is what this one is called. Chiyu. CHI-YU. Let's go. Journey together. Let's do it. First one. Very first one. It's a milestone. We opened the Japanese ones, obviously. But hey, those are easy to get. These are actually not too terrible to get either. These were only $7 a pack. At a card shop. Only 7, still overpriced technically. But at least they were purchasable for a reasonable price. Unlike prismatic evolutions that will never be around. All right, here we go. Voltorb. Let's Ion's Voltorb. This is really cool because I've played a ton of Scarlet and Violet. Ton of Violet, period. All these characters and everything are a little close to home. We know these very, very well. Or Acario, that's cool. Ins Purloin. Professor's Research. Greedent. Draw 2 cards. Terrible. A little Regice. Insert a random legendary Pokemon into the set. Iris Fighting Spirit. You can only use this card if you discard another from your hand. Draw until you have 6. Not too bad. Professor's Research was, of course, discard and draw 7. I need to actually look at these because I've not looked at most of these cards out of intentional. That way, it is intentional. Wailord. First Hollow Wailord. That is really neat. 240 HP. What's that say? This Hydro Pump. This attack does 50 more damage for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. So it is 4 colorless, but you obviously the intent is to put on water. So if you had 4 on that, it does 200. 210. That's actually not bad considering it's not an EX card. That's a lot of damage for a non-EX. Followed by Reverse Hollow Cremorant. Okay, so that tells me the Porygon 2, it was intentional. They both have got the same little coloring going on. Either way, that's cool. Ceaseless Spitting. Flip a coin until you get tails. Attack will do 50 damage for each head. That sounds a whole lot like the cards in TCG Pocket. Travis, you have 4 unopened prismatic. I'm just, just donate them to me and be nice. Better yet, Thursday night, I'm doing another live stream for Violet's new event. Just give me them before Thursday and I'll open them for you on the stream. But if I pull anything worth more than $1,000, it's mine. That's the deal. I'm envisioning my brother just like falling out of his chair right now. Like, yeah, you are out of your mind. Hups Dubwool. This is actually a really good card in the deck. When you play this thing on the field, it will it allows you to basically swap your opponent's active Pokemon. Kind of cool. And a basic energy. So nothing crazy in our very first monumentous milestone of Journey Together. Nothing crazy, but that's all right. We're going to do 2 more of these tonight. We got 5 packs total. We're going to do 2 more. So there's what we got. Reverse Hollow Wailord, the Kramer, Reverse Hollow, as well as the Hops Dubwool. Take that. Gerald on the YouTube side. Hello. Welcome. So, great to see you. How are you doing on this fine evening? I'm going to take this Porygon out of the sleeve now that we know that it's not actually a misprint. Unless we just randomly got 2 things. Okay. All right, here we go. We've been saving it up. We've been holding out. The best final. No, just Brilliant Stars. That's what we're doing. I have no idea. This is Sword and Shield. This was before I got back into it. So these are... I have nothing. I'm assuming there's a Charizard in it. Hey, how about that? And probably Arceus, considering Arceus was on the deck, on the package. Yeah. Arceus pull, yes please. And we'll get to use a code card, which is kind of cool. Here we go. Cherubi. I think we've actually opened one of these, maybe. Starly. Spiritomb. Purloin. And I'm pretty sure the hollows are in the middle, right? Yep, there they are. So, Reverse Hollow Manaphy. Very cool. Actually, really cool. Followed by Torterra. Followed by V-Star. They're so random, by the way. I don't know why. Because the online game, you don't do anything with those. Hot Helmet, Sigalith, and then Arcean's wow. Acerola. We wanted Arceus, too bad. Pokemon, your opponent reveals their hands and you draw a card for each trainer card you find there. That's not terrible. Let's see, Helmet. If this Pokemon, the Pokemon this card is attached to doesn't have a rule box. Takes 30 less damage from attacks. By the way, Pokemon V and GX, etc. have a rule box. Because they needed to call that out, apparently. That's funny. All right, we have our second V-Star card right there. Second one ever that we pulled. But the Manaphy and the Torterra are actually really neat. Big fan of Manaphy. Let's see. It's a good set. It introduced the trainer gallery cards. It was used. It was used if you use your V-Star ability. That it was used only once per game. Oh, so it was a marker. It was a marker. Okay, I get it now. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, because in the actual regular game, you can't use the V-Star. You can only use it once anyway. Michael, over on the Twitch side, God bless you as well. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for being a first time on the chat side. We just opened a whole bunch of really awesome cards. And now we're going to do the competition. We've got all of these to turn in the online game and see if the real cards we opened are better or worse than the virtual game. Just got back into it after digging up your old cards. Yeah, Michael, I did the same thing. So I just recently got back into it. Kind of, terrible timing because everything is really expensive and hard to find. I didn't save too many of my old school Pokemon cards though, unfortunately. Yu-Gi-Oh though. Dude, I got all the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. We got Yu-Gi-Oh for days. Because we never sold that. Me and my brother joke we need to go back to Yu-Gi-Oh and stop playing Pokemon because we can actually buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You had no clue why. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I find most of my stuff now at card shops, and whenever I'm traveling, I'll check around. Target occasionally has some good pulls and things like that. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's do this. We can switch our camera, and let's go open these things up. We need to go back to this. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's switch games. Nope, this is the right game. We're going to turn these in. So we have a mystery, not a mystery. We have an interesting thing. This card was hidden behind one of the other cards that we bought at a card shop. This is a promo card for the 151 Ultra Premium Collection. I'm not holding my breath that it actually works. It's probably been used, but if it hasn't, that is awesome because we're going to get some really cool promos in the game. You just sent 3 cards in for grading. Which cards did you send? I'm going to start getting back to grading as well here fairly shortly. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. Does it work? Please let it work. Don't do that to me. I probably have to restart the game. Done that before. My guess is it doesn't work. But we're hoping. I really want the because this is the Mewtwo, the Mew, and something else, right? 2 Torchics that were insanely rare. Well, that's cool. Hopefully you get really good grades on them. All right, redeem. Let's try again. Oh, it works. It works. Collect. Absolutely. It's mine. The $500 box that you can't buy anymore. Unless you paid $500 for it. There it is. Mew, the coin, in my collection, as well as the 151 Ultra Premium deck box. There he is. There he is. I knew he was coming. Hold the phone. Where's he at? There he is. There's our guy. There he is. The Mewtwo. And the full art Mew EX. That one is amazing. I want this card. I want this card for real so bad. But it's just, it's expensive. You have 6 of this card, Travis? If you have 6 of this card, I will trade you this Blastoise for 3 of them. No, I kid. That Blastoise is for the Persian. All right, so let's see. They got a gold star thing. It's funny, I completely overlooked them. That was flipping through cards in a neat hollow and checked the price. Just the grade 8 goes for 3K. Yeah, that's definitely worth, absolutely worth sending in. I'm gonna have to look up the card when we're done here and see what you're talking about, because you piqued my curiosity at what Torchic is worth that much money. Still in my collection boxes. That's awesome. Well, you owe me one of those. Yeah, it's amazing when you go back to those old cards, though, and how crazy things are. I've got a Yu-Gi-Oh card back here that was a Japanese promo that I bought for $1 on eBay just because it was cool. It was a Dark Magician girl. And now that $1 promo that I purchased way back when I was in high school is worth like $100. So we're going to send that in. All right, let's go ahead and cash the rest of these cards in, and then we're going to compare them to the real cards and see what wins. So this is the Brilliant Stars pack. This one is the Journey Together pack. All right. And then we've got Paradox Rifts. And Obsidian. Okay. Followed by just the base Scarlet and Violet. And the 10, the Slacking 10. So we should get those 3 promos as well. All right, collect everything. Now let's see what we got. And for 18K. Yeah, we're gonna have to look this Torchic up because you have piqued my curiosity. All right, Slacking. Yes, there we go. These are all going to be the same. Put that in. We got the Vigoroth as well as the Slackoth. We did not get a bonus card. We actually got a bonus card in the actual promos. We got 2 Vigoroths in our 10. So not just 1. We got a bonus foil. That is a win. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Competition time. Competition time. Obsidian Flames. So Obsidian Flames was those were Bright Stars. These were Journey Together. This was the Paradox Rift. Obsidian Flames was these 3. So this is what we got to beat. We have to beat the Reverse Hollow Pokemon League, the Audino, and the Togekiss. Those are what we are beating in this pack. Let's do it. Mawile. Pupitar. All right, here we go. Reverse Hollow Squovit. Oh, that has the cool little multicolor on it. All right, Squovit wins. Yes. Temple. Temple loses. And the big card is Claydol. Claydol versus Togekiss. It's a tie. It's a tie. Rocket returns Torchic. All right, we're gonna look it up. We're gonna look it up here, but we're gonna finish these first. Then we're going to take a look and see what it is. We're going to show everybody what this Torchic is. All right. Dirty together. That's easy. We got to beat Wailord, Remorat, and the Double. Here we go. Bill Cobra, Alolan Grappler, Alolan Marowak, and a Reverse Hollow Whalmer. That is absolutely funny. We got the Reverse Hollow Whalmer and the real Wailord. I guess Wailord wins by default, right? Black Belt's Training. During this turn, attacks used by your Pokemon do 40 more damage to your opponent's active EXs. Kind of cool. And Dunsparce EX. This attack does 60 damage for each of your opponent's EXs in play. Not terrible. Not terrible. Destructive Drill, 150 base. This attack isn't affected by the opponent by any effects on the opponent's active Pokemon. That's actually not terrible either. All right, so Dunsparce wins. Double, you have been defeated. You said the Charizard. We'll check out the Charizard too. Don't let me forget. All right, let's go to the next pack. Scarlet and Violet. This is these guys, right? Yeah. So we got to beat the Vitality Band, the Bombardier, and the Armarouge as our competition piece here. Let's do it. Hotel. Skip the regulars kind of quick. All right, Floatzel. Floatzel, I don't know. I think Floatzel beats the headband. Espartha, Bombardier probably wins, in my opinion. This is, of course, for no other thing else than just I like how the card looks. And that is funny. And that's not the first time that has happened. We've quite literally pulled the exact same foil card in the real pack and the virtual pack a couple times. So that happened. That's a thing. Not supposed to thing. It's a complete random chance. The card is not meant. You know, the pack is not meant to give you the same thing. So there you go. It's a tie, if you were wondering. Tie. All right, where are we at here? We are on Paradox Rift, so that's these. We got to beat the Honedge, the Porygon 2, as well as the Chien-Po. All right, let's see what we got. Gligar. Okay, did I just skip one of the... I think I skipped one of the cards. My bad. And then the other card is Porygon Z. We get the Porygon 2 Reverse Hollow with the Porygon Z regular Hollow. I think the Chien-Po wins though. Brilliant Stars. Here we go. Here we go. Manaphy and Torterra. That's what we got. Luxio, Claydol. Ooh, all right, that wins. That one wins. Single Strike, Urshifu VMAX. Old. That one wins. How much is that card in real life? How much is that card in real life? Curious. We're gonna find out. Scan this. I scan a virtual card with this app. I can. It is only worth $3.59. It's still absolutely awesome. I don't care that it's worth nothing. So it's a digital version anyway. It's absolutely worth nothing. And a Flygon V. All right, that's a double win. That was so much better than these. We got completely... Although I like the Manaphy, don't get me wrong. We got... this virtual pack was way better. Flygon V. There you go. Some good hits there. So the Dunsparce EX, absolutely. The Urshifu and, of course, Flygon, both wins. Are big hits there in those sets. So I'm gonna say overall we got better virtual stuff than real stuff in that last set, that last pull. Fairly certain there was nothing here really to blow me away. No. Japanese cards are cool. Okay. That takes care of that. Let's go look up this stuff you guys are talking about because you piqued my curiosity here. What am I looking for here? Find a card. Here we go. Charizard EX. Probably a million Charizard EX. Let me put the thing up here. Let's do yeah, it's not gonna work on that page. That's not gonna work. Let me try a different one. I don't want to move all my pages around just to do this. I love that. Where am I at here? Sure. Okay. What am I looking for here? Which card is this? Which Charizard EX is the one you are referring to? That one? This one? Nice little $6,000 card at a PSA 10. Still $350 base on eBay. Pretty nice. Even at a 9, that's $2,000. That's still awesome. That is beautiful. Okay, so Torchic. The one that's the one you got me curious about. What am I looking for here? $2,400. Team Rocket returns. That thing. You ain't kidding, dude. Why is it $37,000 at a PSA 10? It's a card. They make one ever? Just like, what? I don't even understand that right now. I don't even get it. Don't even get it. Oh, you aren't kidding. You are not kidding. That is crazy. That's crazy. All right, let's go open a few more Shining Revelry here. Gold Star Torchic. Now when I shuffle through every card box in or every, yeah, I guarantee that's never going to be just in some random box. Checking yard sales though. We checking yard sales for Torchics. The random card that spiked in price. You're not wrong. But it's still selling. Like the last ones that have sold for over $1,000 on eBay. The few with no auctions, a few with auctions, and they're one sold in March for $4,000. It was a PSA 9. All right. Mind is officially blown. Mind is officially blown. All right, here we go. We're doing a temple. First one ever. Here we go. This will probably be the only time we ever do a 10 pull. Because it's going to cost me 119 hourglasses. But we're doing it. 118 hours. That's awesome. Let's go. That is cool. That is cool. We've never done a temple. Ever. This is a first. That's quite funny. That is quite funny. You watch we get nothing. Watch we get like one foil. I'm gonna cry. It's gonna be so sad. It's gonna be so sad. Yep. Pack one's a bust. Pack two, that's a bust. Okay, I wasn't serious about the one foil thing. All right, three. We got an EX in three. We got an EX in three. Here we go. Quadzar. It's new. Like it. We have the full art version of that. Little Varoom. Little Gimme Ghoul. Oh, yep. All right, so we're 1 for 4. Pack 5. All right, another EX in pack 5. That's a win. Here it is. Nope, next one. Another Lucario. Gonna make Liam mad. My nephew wants this card so bad. That's 5 now. I got like 5 of them. But when I can trade them, we'll be going to him. Double foil. All right. Alakazam and Machamp. So nothing new. This one's a bust. Number 8. Ooh, we got a full art. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Please, 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 please. Do not be Giraffe Ferrera, whatever that one's called. Alright, alright. Another Meowscarada. That one's right behind the Giraffe Ferrera. I think that's 4 or 5 of that card now we have. Not complaining. It's an awesome card. We'll give you something new. Alright. Stands the test. We still do not have a full... Well, we got another full art back there. Almost spoke too soon. Let's see. It is? Oh. The demonic Wigglytuff. That is a disturbing card. Alright, so 2 EXs. We got Clodsire, we got Lucario. Added a few foils. Full art Meowscarada, as well as the full art Wigglytuff. Which, whenever those things become tradable, I will happily give every one of those away. Kind of cool. It's a Furby. You're right. It's a Furby. Alright, what'd I miss on you guys? So, Crystal, you guys are talking too much. Yeah, that's a joke. You're not talking too much, but I have to go back up to read what I missed. 2 electric Charizards? I didn't even know they made electric Charizards. I haven't seen that before. Alright, we gotta look up... Gotta look up the... I'll look up the Charizard you're talking about. Charizards hold a lot of value. The Crystal Guardians. Okay, let me switch this over so we can actually see this. That back up. Okay, we got Charizards. Crystal Guardians. All right. This Charizard EX is busted. This one, you can't see the mouse. Can't you see the mouse? Properties, capture cursor. You see the mouse now? There you go. This one is busted in the game. I guess is that one as well. Every time I play anybody that's running that Charizard deck, it's frustrating. All right, we're looking for... There it is in Japanese, second top left. That thing? $11,000 at PSA 10. Wow. That's a different art from yours. Yeah, let's see what we got. So we're looking for, what'd you say it was? It was Crystal Guardians. Fine, Crystal Guardians. There's a lot of pages of Charizards. Can I filter this to sets? Just go sets. That one. Put it up there. So this one. $6,000 at a 10. That is cool. When we were at the card shop, we saw quite a few of these Delta species cards. Should have looked them up. Not that I would have bought them from that shop anyway. That shop was like, they wanted every single penny for their stuff. It was a good shop. They had lots of stuff. They weren't about to make a deal. All right, let's check our Wonder Picks. Anything new? Nothing new. Where are we at? We are... They want a top dollar for damaged cards. You weren't kidding. I don't even remember what it was. It was something that was like literally a $6 card. And it was all, you know, damaged and sort of half bent and, you know, corners all nicked up. And it's like, well, if you want, you know, if you want to sell it, give it to me for $3. Give it to me for $2. They were just, no. You had Yu-Gi-Oh cards too, but they didn't hold value. All right, you're going to make me do it. You're going to make me do it. Go to the full cam, card cam. Where's the card cam? Yu-Gi-Oh we've got. Yu-Gi-Oh we've got. I've debated selling these and then, you know, buying Pokemon cards because you're right, they do hold value. But these do hold value and have held value very well. So we have a PSA 9 Blue Eyes. I don't remember what that one, PCK 01, I think it was a promo. There's the first edition Legend of Blue Eyes. Can't get it to focus, but you can see it up top. Only came in at a 5, unfortunately. That's the US version. There's another LOB. That's a PSA 9. There's another one. There's another one at a PSA 9. Hey, wait, there's another one at a 7. So this is like, when you went through your Pokemon cards, I went through my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and was like, wow, yeah, we have all of that and more. And these are all worth 8. I mean, this stack of cards 4 years ago when I had them graded was over $4,000. Now it's well more than that. So there's the basic Dark Magician Girl. There's the first edition Dark Magician Girl. These are the original 000s, but it's a PSA 2. Because it got beat up in all the years that we played. Mr. First Edition Yada. That's the one you were talking about this weekend, Travis. That's a 6. First edition of Injection. That one came in at a 9. I was honestly pleasantly surprised. Blue Eyes Tune, first edition. 7. This one I sent in because I honestly thought I would get a better grade on this. A first edition ultra rare, ultimate rare, whatever they called that Wing Karibo, and they gave it a 6. I still have no idea why they gave this a 6. This card is perfect. There's not a scratch. There's not a dent. There's not a bent corner. I do not understand the 6 on this card. I sent it in because I thought it would be a 10. And they gave it a 6. I mean, it literally is immaculate. It's hard to tell on the camera, but there is not a scratch, nothing on that thing. Actually, I'm seeing there is a dent there, isn't there? What is that? Yeah, I guess there might be a dent right there. Maybe that's what they got it on. I don't think I ever noticed that. I can see it in the light. I can see it better on the camera than the actual card. But the back is in great shape. I think I got shafted on that call. I was shocked. Same with that one. I sent in the King Dragoon one because I thought that would get a 10. Nope, not even close. I gave it an 8. This one I also thought was going to be a 10. This was the best original card that I had. So that's a first edition Magician's Force Change of Heart. And they gave it an 8.5. You don't even get 8.5s anymore. I was really hoping for a 10 on that one. Because it is a beautiful shape. I mean, it's just great shape for a card. Little bit of something there on the back. That's probably because I didn't wipe it off. It's probably like, oh, that's a smudge on the, that's actually on the case. I lied. So those are just the ones I had graded originally. I have binders full of Yu-Gi-Oh! I have the entire original 000 set. Most of them first editions. I just didn't have the others graded because they weren't worth having graded 4 years ago. They are now. So I'm gonna send those back in. Lots of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let me put these away. I'd probably make a better Yu-Gi-Oh live streamer than a Pokemon live streamer because we actually have great Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like really great Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The originals. What are we doing? We're gonna open more cards. Let's open more cards. Let's fix it. We're gonna get better cards right now. All right, we're doing another journey together. We're gonna do what? What do I want to open? I want to open this. I want to open both of these. Is what I want to open. We have both of these guys. We've got the lunchbox with all that fun stuff, and then a Pokemon Go collection with the Charmander pins. We won't open every single pack in there because there's 6 packs in there. But we're going to open both of these and take some of the packs out of them. Let's start with the lunchbox. Oh, we don't damage that. Oh, and I said we were going to do the Astral Radiance, didn't I? So we're going to open that. I have a mess of cards going on here. Let's start with Pokemon Go. The best way to open this. Not that way. Empty box. Oh, those are codes. Don't show those. We're going to need to turn those in. Yeah, you weren't kidding, Michael. You got very great timing. Great timing. We do a lot of cards on this channel. Also do Scarlet and Violet stuff. So Thursday we'll be posting some new YouTube videos and probably live streaming at some point Thursday night for the new 7-star raid in Violet. Dude, not get these things out. There we go. So that awesome Charmander. We got that code card plus a whole list of things to turn in. That's pretty cool. We got 3 packs of American Pokemon Go. This will be the first time ever we've opened one of these. We did buy a couple Japanese packs recently. So let's add one of those into the mix. We'll put the other 2 in the box for a later time. And let's open this guy. Hopefully I get some restocks at some point. Yeah, it's I found these all sort of just randomly in different places. Sometimes card shops for a good price. Sometimes at our Target up the road. That's where I got this thing here. This one and the Pikachu one. Bought both of these at the Target up the road for retail, obviously. So that was pretty cool. This you can find on Amazon. This one you can find on Amazon fairly often for a decent price. Let's see. What do we got? We've got 2 coins. Dreamtail and Iron Valiant. That's cool. Put those. That's pretty neat. Those over there with the Charizard coin. We got the impossible task of removing these cards without damaging them. There we go. They're promos anyway. We get another code card to submit with that. So those are both very cool. Let's see. We got Twilight, Temporal, and Paradox Rift. So we will add in the Temporal Forces pack to the opening. We'll do the Twilight as well. Paradox over here in the box. Then, yeah, 3 more. Okay. Those in the box. And then what else we got? We got stickers. Remember this in the Pikachu box. Bunch of stickers. Fun. Oh, and the mini folio. We like the mini folios. This is probably my least favorite one, though. Of all the rest of them. But that's cool. All right, we'll just leave that in there for now. Leave that in there. There you go. For the lunchbox. I told my wife that I was gonna have to start donating like 10s or something to the local Salvation Army. But then she had the idea, no, take all your extra cards you don't want, put them back in there and give them to our nephews and stuff, and they will love them. And it's like, yeah, great idea. I like that pen though. The Charmander pen. That's kind of cute. You need to sell all your bull cards. Yeah. Actually, Travis, I don't know about selling your bull cards because your bull cards are like they're probably worth money now. We probably need to look at those and see what those are worth. Because you have so many 151 and some other sets that are just like so highly sought after. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Pawn them off of my little brother-in-law. Or nephew-in-law. Nephew-in-law, that's what it is. Stacks and stacks in the closet, huh? All right. I hear you. Okay. Where we at? All right. Journey together. Astral Radiance. Pokemon Go. Temporal Forces. Twilight Masquerade. I need to move these over there so you can actually see them. What else we can add in? Halloween. We always do Halloween. Anything left in our Japanese set over here that we want to add? We already did one of those. We'll save this for next time. That's our McDonald's pack, so we're going to save that. So nothing there to add. Ooh, we got Surging Sparks. Oh, that's Twilight. We got Surging Sparks, though. I forgot we got these. We got a whole bunch of Surging Sparks. You can actually find Surging Sparks now. Let's add a Surging Sparks into this. The mix. All right, that's quite a few cards. That's a lot. This is like $100 in cards. No, I'm kidding. What? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30 worth of cards if you were buying them at retail, which you can't do. Let's go. Let's get something good. Start with Halloween. We're going to work. Let's do this. Let's put these in order. Let's go with Halloween. We're going to round it out with Astral Radiance. So Astral Radiance at the bottom. Journey Together, second to last. Pokemon Go. Sparks. There we go. That's our order. Kind of order of how impossible they are to buy, basically. Hopefully you pull hundreds of dollars in cards. You weren't kidding, but that's not going to happen from a Halloween pack. The Halloween packs are just fun because they're dirt cheap and it's cool to open. Because they do give you new cards for your sets. Verdictus, Houndoom. Really cool. That is the Scarlet and Violet base set Houndoom. Really crooked. Like, he's way crooked. Alrighty, so this one. We've pulled this one. This one we've gotten. We have won. This is the only pack we have actually won. And that's because we pulled the top tier card out of this pack live on stream. I will not cry if we do it again. Let's go. Let's go 2. It's been a little while since we opened a Temporal Forces pack. And these we bought a bunch of these at our Best Buy in town when I first got back into it. They had a ton of these. Now you can't even buy these at Best Buy. You can't buy anything. All right. Charjabug. Little Sliggoo. Solosis. Skitty. Keldeo. Always love the mythics. I think he's a mythical. Delmise. Electivire. Little Verse Hollow Haunter. That's kind of cool. I'm fairly certain that's new for my collection. I do not recognize that card. Oh, that is a beautiful Chinchino. Full art. All right, that's number 2 for the night on the full art pulls. And Roaring Moon. That's the McDonald's card we're missing, by the way. That I keep forgetting the name. I need you to give me this one, Travis. I need this one from McDonald's. It's the only one I'm missing in the whole set. Focus. All right, we gotta keep these separate. Move this stack up here. All right, Chinchino, you need a sleeve ASAP. That's a beautiful card. That is a party. Getting to work. We'll set that one. I actually need. It's a full art. So that's our second full art for the night. We pulled the Palafin earlier. Followed by the now Chinchino. Still new ones for the collection. We'll take it. Go down in there. That's what we pulled so far tonight in terms of the 2 better pulls. All right, let's take a quick look. What's this one? What's the damage? Is this one going to beat $5? I think the other one was $5. This one is not a Pikachu V Union. What do you think it's a Pikachu V Union? This one is $13. Yeah, we making progress. All right, that's a win. I'm like 1 to 3 gen elitist. Everything after that is strange to me. I'm with you until I started opening this stuff. It's like I don't even know what these things are called. I don't know what all this new stuff is. I'd have somebody explain to me what this card was for. and why we got it. All right, very nice. All right, so Chinchino is going to be a little Cincino, however you pronounce that. I apologize. Is going to be a little bit tough to beat, but we'll see what happens. All right, Twilight Masquerade. Here we go. Can't beat the OGs. I agree with that. Fish tank turned off. All right, here we go. Thwacky. Heliolisk. Ducklet. Emolga. Tatsuguri. Burgarath. Reverse Hollow Tadbulb. Into. Reverse Hollow Nosepass. And an Emerus. All right, at least it's a legendary. Take that. That's a new one for the collection. Dark Energy. All right, so we'll see how those go. We'll see if we can beat those. The other in the real one. Let's do this. This amazing $400 Pikachu right here. That's what we're gonna do. I went into a card shop out in Washington, and there was like 5 of this Pikachu in their case, like $420 a piece or whatever it was. Crazy. Alrighty, Donphan. Buikoko. Mantine. Bronzong. Wuchin. Meddling Memo. Your opponent counts the cards in their hands, shuffles those cards, puts them on the bottom of their deck. If they do, draw that many cards. Okay. Magneton. Followed by Reverse Hollow Stunfisk. It's all over the Reverse Hollow electric ones all of a sudden. And Reverse Hollow Donphan. Here it is. What is it? It is a full art Drayton. That is very cool. Really cool card. Not complaining about that one bit. I need my sleeves. Leave that guy. Problem is with the trainers is the trainers usually are not worth very much. But we're about to find out if this one makes me a liar. Yeah, $2.60. That is a pretty $2.60 card. But that's 2 full arts. We'll take it. 2 full arts on this set of pulls. Hey, my Misty's $250 because it's Misty. Misty's an icon. You as well, Michael. Thanks for stopping in. Alrighty. Done with those. Pokemon Go. Let's go. Let's go. No pun intended. Pokemon Go. Funny how some of these are upside down. Code card was there on the other side. All right, move those over there. Here we go. Wimpod. What else? So where we at? Pikachu. Wordle. Bidoof. We're skipping cards. Straight to the Eevee. Reverse Hollow. That's kind of cool. To Gyarados. That's kind of neat. Energy. Oh, there's more cards behind the energy. I'm not used to that. A little bit different on the Pokemon Go side. So nothing crazy there. That's all right. We still have 2 more pack opportunities for that set. See how those fare against the virtual versions. All right, we are actually going to open 2 of these. We are going to open 2 of these because it is 10 o'clock, and this will be the last time that we open real cards. So we're going to go from this into TCG Live and open everything there, and that will be where we end the stream. So we're going to add 1 to it. I said we're going to open 3. We're opening 3. 2 it is. Here we go. All right, let's do it. Let's get something good. Something good from this set. Darumaka, Noibat, Geodude, Weezing, Ruffian. Discard a Pokemon tool and a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Kind of dirty. I want to get that in the game. Chinsito. Reverse Hollow Virizion. Very nice. Reverse Hollow Billy and Onair. Okay. Draw 2 cards. If you have more than 10 in your hand, draw 2 more. Kind of interesting. Followed by Meowscaretta. All right, we're sort of, I mean, we're not striking out because they're all new cards, but we're not getting anything absolutely insane from our Journey Together packs either. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Swinum into Shelmet, Shelgon, Milcery, Toad Scrool, Duromantian, got Lokix. Thank you, Travis. Have a good one. Pop Snorlax. There we go. Reverse Hollow. That one's cool. I like that. That's a good pull. Followed by Zura. Another great reverse hollow. Because it's Zura. Focus on Zura. Not going to. Okay. And Regirock. They're cool. Alrighty, into the final one. The big boy. The Astral Radiance. Drop them all. All right, here we go. Astral Radiance, Radiance. Last pack. Gatot. Ponyta. Kricketot. Psyduck. Petalil. Followed by Reverse Hollow Cleavor. And nice little Glaceon. Energy. Is that it? Just the Cleavor? Wow, that was a rough pack. These old ones are no fun. One hollow. Even then it was a reverse hollow. Yeah, we didn't miss anything. Well, there you have it. Cleavor. Reverse hollow Cleavor. That's what it has to beat. That's what we have to beat. Alrighty, let's do it. Let's open the codes. Let's go redeem all the codes. And then that is where we will close it out. What am I doing here? We need this one. We need that one. There we go. Okay, swap games. Over here. Shop. Redeem. Go ahead and stack all these in. We get this Pokemon Go thing here with a bunch of codes on it. Assuming they still work. Some of these, like, tried a couple of these things and they said they were expired. They're gonna make me type these in. Oh, codes must be redeemed before July 1st of 2023. Oh, because they're actual Pokemon Go loot. They're not loot for this game. Whoops. Okay. Well, throw that down. That's trash. All right, here we go. So this will be the pen collection. Got that. We got the Screamtail of the lunchbox. Then we got Temporal Forces. Then we got Twilight. All right. Surging Sparks. Got that one. Pokemon Go. Journey Together. Journey Together. And Astral Radiance to round it out. There it is. Collect all. We have a stack of trash by me on the floor. All right. We've got to beat these cards. All these cards are the ones that we got out of those packs. So these are what we have to beat. 2 full arts. Kind of go through these and see what we get. All right, so we got the coin in the collector's chest. So matching that. The real one looks so much better. We get the other one? We do. We get the Iron Valiant. Cream Tail promo. What do I do with those? They're right there. That looks cool. The Iron Valiant promo. Take that. I guess they're actually not promos. They're from the set. They are temporal forces. The Charmander. Got that. Nice. And then our first pack. All right, so we are on Journey together. So Journey was... First one up is going to be the Hops, Snorlax, the Zora, and the Regirock. That's going to be hard to beat. That is going to be hard to beat. These are all fairly good. At least the 2 reverse hollows. More so. Okay, let's see what we get. Spiky Energy. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless. Is attached to is in the active spot is damaged by attacks. Put 2 damage counter. Okay, that's kind of cool. A Lowland Graveler. The Moonchino Reverse Hollow. All right, so these 2 absolutely win the Reverse Hollow fight. And then the third card is Norvern. You know, I kind of think Regirock wins as well. I sort of like that one a little bit more. All right, first pack goes to the real cards. Twilight Masquerade. That is for Journey. Twilight is these 3. All right, so here's what we got to beat for Twilight. The Reverse Hollow Tadpole, Nose Pass, as well as the Enamorous. Let's see what we get. Meko, Double, Gorgeous. Ooh, there we go. Survival Brace. Got an Ace Spec card. If this Pokemon this is attached... if the card this is attached to has full AP and we knocked out by damage, it's left with 10 HP. So we just bought some of these at a card shop. I don't know if I bought that one, though. We got the Prime Catcher. We got the Neutralization Zone. And we got... No, the Vial A. We did not get this one. That one's a new one. We added those 3 to our collection. While raiding the card shops. Pheasantipity Reverse Hollow. That's pretty cool. That's a lot like, if not exactly like, the Halloween variants. And Lana's Aid. Full art. There you go. All right, that absolutely beats Meowscarada. Or no, it's not. Hold on. Wrong set. That beats Enamorous. So Enamorous loses that fight. To the virtual card. That is really cool. All right, put 3 of any combination of Pokemon that don't have a rule box and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I like that card. That's cool. All right, Astral Radiance. That is going to be... the Cleavor, actually. What that is. That's the only thing we have to work with. I think we can only go up. I like the move on the Hisuian Basculin. Gather the crew. That's fun. All right, so Pile of Swine. Reverse Hollow Bronzong. You know, I honestly think Cleavor might get the nod to the victory. Too bad the Arcanine wasn't hollow, because that would win. I didn't think it was possible, but I guess Cleavor gets the win. All right, next Temporal Forces. So that's going to be... Those are Go. Those are not Temporal. These 2. All right, so Temporal Forces was the Cincino, as well as the Reverse Hollow Haunter and Roaring Moon. So that was a really good pack. That's a solid pack. Let's see what we get. Metal. A reverse hollow. Reununculus. I think these win so far. Reverse hollow Buddy Poffin. That's awesome. I'll put that in my deck because we've been using basic ones in this game. And then a Magargo. All right. Absolutely. This one wins. Not even close. That one wins. All right. So that goes there. Those go there. Next on the list is going to be the Pokemon Go pack. All right. That one, that one. I guess it's just these two. So the Gyarados and the Reverse Hollow Eevee for Pokemon Go. Got a back-to-back Numel. No, draw 2 cards. If you drew any cards in this way, flip a coin. If heads, attach a fire energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Okay. Not terrible. Reverse Hollow Apom. Eevee wins. For sure. And, oh, Mewtwo V-Star from Go. Sorry, Gyarados. You just got wrecked. I mean, it wasn't even close. You got destroyed. That is an absolutely awesome card. I so wish I would have pulled that instead of the Gyarados. That is really cool. I want that card. How much does it cost? How much is it going to cost me to get this card? Let's see. Mewtwo V-Star. Well, that's Japanese. Japanese is $2. American is $5.99, $4.99. Yeah, we're getting on eBay, and we are adding that to our collection. For sure. I need to take a picture of it so I don't forget. Not that I can't come back to this to get it, but at least if I take a picture of it, I don't have to come back into this. Because this game is not the most intuitive when it comes to looking at your cards you own. They need to add a, kind of a binder view. That is an amazing card. We like Mewtwo. We like Mewtwo. We've been, a lot of these cards are Mewtwo cards in these cases that we've picked up on eBay and at card shops. So, all right, what's next? Journey. All right. The Billy, the Virizion Reverse Hollow, and then the Meowscarada. That's what we have to beat this time. Let's do it. Marowak. Well, there's that card. Except this one's Reverse Hollow. So much cooler. Reverse Hollow Alolan Graveler. Take that. Black Belt's Training Reverse Hollow. I think that's the second one of those we've got in the game. And to an Iono's Kilowattrel. Who wins? Meowscarada or Kilowattrel? It's tough. It's tough. I might just call it a tie. We're just going to call it a tie. All right, last but not least, Surging Sparks. It's interesting that it stuck Surging Sparks. We're not in the same order I scanned them. All right, so Surging Sparks was Drayton, as well as the Reverse Hollow on the Donphan, and Stunfisk. So these guys right here. That's what we got to work with. We're going to go Oregon, Orguru, whatever. That thing. Reverse Hollow Vulpix. Yeah, Vulpix beats Stunfisk, hands down. Much cooler card. Reverse Hollow Spheal. I kind of feel like Donphan wins that one. In 2, Landorus. Well, okay, Drayton hands down wins that one. Not even a competition. Very cool. All right. Lots and lots of new cards and new stuff added to our collection tonight. That Lana's Aid and that Mewtwo V-Star. Really cool cards. Kind of the best ones out of this pull. I think. I don't see anything else in there that's even close. All right. Question is do I save this for the next stream? I think we do. I think we'll save it for the next stream. We have 12 packs. of Journey Together, as well as a bunch of other promos. We'll save them. We'll save them and keep adding it to it. So the next stream, we will have even more to collect. I wish I could just collect one at a time. Why they make me collect everything all at once is so unfair. Missing anything else? Is there anything else? I don't think so. I don't think so. We're good. Those are all the packs. We still have 2 Journey Togethers to open next time. See if we can get some more of those. We'll find some local shops maybe that got those in stock. If not, I can always drive 2 hours back down to where I was, where I found those. They had a lot of them. Alrighty, that is going to do it. We are going to end stream there. Very, very good stream. Tons and tons of new cards added to both TCG Pocket as well as the real game. Let's take a quick look at what kind of our recent big ones are here. What did we get tonight? Go with just... We definitely didn't get anything there. We didn't get any 2 stars anyway. So this is kind of what we got tonight. Add another Palmon, Alakazam, Machamp, Lucario EX, Clodsire EX, another full art Meowscarada, Wigglytuff, bunch of Wigglytuffs. We pulled 3 Wigglytuffs tonight. The Barbarrel, Magmortar, the Giraffare. We have 3 of those. I thought we had more than that. And the Beach Rolls were yesterday, so. Very nice. Very good stream. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We will catch you in the next one. Like I said, Thursday night, probably. At the very least, we'll get YouTube videos out for soloing the 7-star Salamence raid when that one goes. But if we get those done decently early, we may jump on stream and do some raids, as well as probably open some cards. So, see you then. Everybody take care, and as always, God bless it. All that good stuff. All right. Twitch, you are out first. If you're on Twitch, thanks for being here. That is going offline. And yeah, that's going. Thanks, Gerald. Thanks for being here. As always, you're amazing. Have a great week. See you next time. And YouTube is gone now as well.